Have you ever stopped to think about what happens to your trash after you throw it away? Most of us don't give it a second thought. We simply toss it in the bin and forget about it. It seems simple enough. You put it in the bin and it magically disappears. But in reality, the process is far from magical. It's a complex system involving many steps and people. But the journey of trash is far more interesting and important than we realize. From the moment it leaves our hands, it embarks on a journey that impacts our environment and our lives in significant ways. Every day, we generate an enormous amount of garbage. In fact, the average person produces about 4.5 pounds of waste per day. Multiply that by the global population, and you can imagine the scale of the problem. This waste includes everything from food scraps and packaging to old electronics and furniture. Each type of waste has its own disposal method and environmental impact. Understanding what happens to our trash is crucial for several reasons. It helps us see the bigger picture and recognize the importance of proper waste management. Firstly, it helps us appreciate the complex systems that keep our cities clean and functioning. These systems involve not just the collection of waste, but also its transportation, sorting, and processing. Secondly, it highlights the environmental impact of our consumption habits. Improper disposal of waste can lead to pollution of our rivers, forests, and oceans, affecting wildlife and human health. Finally, it empowers us to make responsible choices about how we dispose of our waste and how we can reduce it in the first place. By recycling and composting, we can significantly reduce the amount of waste that ends up in landfills. This essay will follow the journey of trash from our bins to its final destination. We'll look at the various stages it goes through and the different methods used to manage it. Along the way, we'll explore the different processes and facilities involved in waste management, including landfills, incinerators, and recycling centers. Each of these plays a crucial role in handling the vast amounts of waste we produce. We'll also delve into the environmental consequences of our trash and the importance of recycling. By understanding these aspects, we can all contribute to a cleaner, more sustainable future. The journey of trash begins at our homes, offices, and public spaces. We discard our waste in various bins, often separating recyclables from general waste. On designated days, garbage trucks with their familiar rumbling sound arrive to collect our trash. These trucks are specially designed to compact large volumes of waste, making them more efficient for transport. The collected trash is then transported to a central location known as a transfer station or a materials recovery facility. These facilities act as sorting hubs for the incoming waste stream. Here, workers and automated systems work together to separate recyclables from non-recyclable materials. Transfer stations are often large, bustling places with conveyor belts, sorting equipment, and mountains of trash. The sights and smells can be overwhelming, reminding us of the sheer volume of waste we generate daily. From the transfer station, the sorted waste is sent to its next destination, either a landfill, an incinerator, or a recycling center. The fate of our trash depends on its composition and the local waste management infrastructure. Landfills remain the most common destination for non-recyclable waste. Incinerators are another option, particularly in densely populated areas where landfill space is scarce. Recycling centers, on the other hand, focus on diverting recyclable materials from the waste stream and giving them a new lease on life. The choice of waste management method has significant environmental and economic implications. Landfills, while a necessary component of waste management, can release harmful greenhouse gases and leach contaminants into the surrounding environment. Incineration, while offering a way to reduce waste volume and generate energy, also produces air emissions that must be carefully controlled. Recycling, while requiring energy and infrastructure, presents a more sustainable alternative by conserving natural resources, reducing pollution, and creating economic opportunities. The increasing emphasis on recycling reflects a growing global awareness of the need to transition towards a more circular economy, where waste is minimized and resources are reused and recycled. Landfills are often perceived as vast, unsightly dumping grounds, places where our waste is simply discarded and forgotten. These sprawling sites filled with mountains of trash can seem like a blight on the landscape, and while they do contain large amounts of waste, It's important to understand that modern landfills are not just random piles of garbage. They are highly engineered facilities designed to manage waste in a way that minimizes environmental impact. Modern landfills are engineered to minimize environmental impact. This involves a series of carefully planned and executed steps to ensure that the waste is managed responsibly. Before any trash is dumped, the landfill site is carefully prepared. This preparation is crucial to prevent environmental contamination and to manage the waste effectively. A liner system, typically made of clay and high-density plastic, is installed at the bottom of the landfill. This liner acts as a barrier to prevent harmful substances from seeping into the ground. This liner system is essential to prevent leachate, the liquid that forms as rainwater percolates through the waste from contaminating groundwater. Leachate can contain hazardous chemicals and pollutants, making its containment a top priority. The liquid that forms as rainwater percolates through the waste from contaminating groundwater. This process ensures that the surrounding environment remains protected from potential pollutants. The trash is then deposited in layers, compacted to reduce volume and covered with soil daily. This layering and compacting process is vital for managing the space within the landfill and for controlling various environmental factors, and covered with soil daily. This daily covering helps to control odors, prevent litter from blowing away, and deter pests. It also helps to manage the decomposition process of the waste. This layering and covering process helps control odors, making the landfill less of a nuisance to nearby communities. It also helps to keep the landfill site clean and manageable. Prevent litter from blowing away and deter pests. Effective pest control is crucial to prevent the spread of disease and to maintain a safe environment for workers and nearby residents. Landfill gas collection systems are also installed to capture methane, a potent greenhouse gas produced by decomposing organic waste. These systems help to reduce the landfill's contribution to climate change, a potent greenhouse gas produced by decomposing organic waste. Capturing this gas not only helps to mitigate climate change, but can also be used as a source of renewable energy. While modern landfills are designed to be more environmentally sound than their predecessors, they still have drawbacks. The engineering and technology involved are impressive, but they are not a perfect solution. Finding suitable land for landfills is becoming increasingly difficult. Urban sprawl and the need for land for other purposes make it challenging to find new sites for waste disposal. And the long-term environmental impact of landfills, even with modern safeguards, is still a concern. Issues such as groundwater contamination, methane emissions and land use remain significant challenges. Therefore, reducing our reliance on landfills through waste reduction and recycling remains crucial. By minimizing the amount of waste we produce and maximizing recycling efforts, we can lessen the burden on landfills and protect our environment for future generations. Incineration, also known as waste-to-energy, involves burning non-recyclable waste at high temperatures to reduce its volume and generate electricity. This process is becoming increasingly popular as cities and countries look for sustainable ways to manage their waste and reduce their reliance on landfills. By converting waste into energy, we can address two pressing issues at once: waste management and energy production. While incineration may seem like a straightforward solution to our trash problem, it requires sophisticated technology and careful monitoring to mitigate potential environmental risks. Technicians in control rooms constantly monitor the incineration process to ensure that it operates efficiently and safely. This level of oversight is crucial to prevent any unintended release of harmful substances into the environment. Modern incinerators are equipped with advanced emission control systems to filter out harmful pollutants, such as particulate matter, heavy metals, and acidic gases. These systems are designed to capture and neutralize pollutants before they can be released into the atmosphere, making the incineration process much cleaner than it used to be. Continuous improvements in technology are helping to make waste-to-energy plants more environmentally friendly. The heat generated from the combustion process is used to produce steam, which drives turbines to generate electricity. This electricity can then be fed into the grid, providing a valuable source of power for homes and businesses. In some cases, the steam can also be used for district heating, providing warmth to nearby buildings and further increasing the efficiency of the process. This process not only reduces the volume of waste going to landfills, but also provides a source of renewable energy. By converting waste into energy, we can reduce our reliance on fossil fuels and lower our carbon footprint. This dual benefit makes waste to energy an attractive option for many communities looking to become more sustainable. However, incineration is not without its critics. Environmental activists and some scientists argue that even with advanced emission controls, incineration can still release harmful pollutants into the air. They also point out that the process can discourage recycling and waste reduction efforts, as it provides an easy way to dispose of waste. Concerns remain about the potential release of air pollutants, even with advanced emission controls. Monitoring air quality near incineration plants is essential to ensure that emissions stay within safe limits. Ongoing research and development are focused on finding ways to further reduce the environmental impact of waste-to-energy facilities. The ash produced during incineration, while significantly smaller in volume than the original waste, may contain concentrated levels of heavy metals and other toxins requiring careful disposal. This ash must be tested and treated to ensure that it does not pose a risk to human health or the environment. Proper management of incineration ash is a critical aspect of the waste-to-energy process. Despite these concerns, incineration continues to play a role in waste management, especially in areas where landfill space is limited. In densely populated urban areas where land is at a premium, waste-to-energy plants offer a viable alternative to traditional landfills. By reducing the volume of waste and generating energy, these facilities can help cities manage their waste more effectively and sustainably.